Big brands spend millions and millions of dollars on the design and creation of their logos, all for it to look like it was created in a matter of minutes. This normally leads to us creatives thinking, I could have done that, but could we actually? Well, in this video, I'm gonna put that to the test and see if I can redesign a famous logo in just 15 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. Before you leave a comment, yes, I understand that months and months of research, brand strategy, and concept designs go into creating a logo for a big brand, and that simplicity in logo design is a difficult thing to master, but this video is just for fun. So I'll be taking the taxi industry killer known as Uber and giving their logo a little redesign to see if we can actually create a multi-million dollar logo in a matter of minutes. If we look back at Uber's logo over the years, you'll notice each redesign gets simpler. This seems to be the direction big brands are heading with the use of flat logo design. It's simple, it's clean, but is it at the loss of personality and charisma? Well, in these next 15 minutes, I'm gonna try and keep the logo nice and clean and professional because I understand why it needs to be, but my intention is to try and add a bit of character in there. So these 15 minutes will be split up into 3 stages. The first 6 minutes will be spent on designing the logo type. Stage 2 will be creating the logo mark. I'll aim to spend around 5 minutes on this. Pray for me. Then the last 4 minutes and the final stage of this challenge will be deciding on a color palette. One thing not included within this 15 minutes is the research I've conducted on Uber to understand them as a business. From this, a mood board has been created to help me with the creative direction. Now the rest is up to me, my design skills, and hopefully a bit of luck. Last thing before we jump into the creation, designing a logo doesn't take 15 minutes. When working with clients, it can take me months because creating a logo doesn't mean you've created a brand. Much more work goes into it. And remember, it's just for fun. So I've got my timer ready and it is set for the 6 minutes. Let's jump straight into the first stage of designing this logo type. There is always so much pressure when there's a time limit, but we're gonna let the creativity flow. Let's go. So I've already got the old Uber logos as reference, and from the mood board and Pinterest board, we kind of know what direction we're gonna go in. So I wanna use a sans serif typeface. So I'm gonna type out Uber and we're just gonna quickly pick some fonts. And if you're wondering where I get my fonts from, they are from Envato Elements and they are today's sponsor of the video. So if you wanna check them out, make sure you click the first link in my description. Right, so I'm gonna filter this to sans serif so then I can start choosing some beautiful sans serif typefaces. So I want to keep it quite similar to the original Uber logo, but we're just basically going to add some movement and personality in there. From my Pinterest board, we've got some nice intertwining fonts, and I kind of like that movement that reminds you of driving, racing, and just, I don't know, we're going to create some personality that I feel like is missing. So let's find some really nice fonts. I want to keep it quite similar to the original. What ones do you want to go for? That's quite nice. Right, we don't want that one. I think that one is too much. That one's very similar to this one. I feel like that is the font. Is it not? I kind of like it though, but what I think I want to do is create the U to be lowercase. Even though it is lowercase, but they've like extended the top of the U. Which one do we want to go for? I think I'm just going to go for this one because we're already like a minute and a half down. So we've got Uber. We want to add some movement into it. What can we do? Let's keep this there and let's outline. I'm pressing Command and O to outline this. So I think what I'm going to do, can we add some movement? What can we add into this? What can we add into this? Let's start just getting rid of stuff. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Can we kind of, I know, we could like interlink the B and the E together to create something nice. No idea what this is gonna look like, but maybe if we grab, would that go like, oh, like mouse? Just like that. Maybe like, I have an idea. I don't know how this is gonna look, but I really like the idea of the 2 letters intertwining. I'm not sure if this is gonna be responsive or if there's going to be too much of a little gap between the B and that kind of twirl, but it's an idea and I actually kind of like that, you know. Oh, If you watch my last video, I leant back a lot and I can already feel myself doing it. My back is killing. Okay, I kind of like that, but we're not gonna go with the first idea. We're actually gonna continue with this and see if there's anything else we can do. Maybe let's use the rubber tool. So I'm literally pressing Option and dragging my mouse, and it creates like a really nice square, so it's very in line. Is there anything else we can do? What else can we do? What else can we do? Okay, maybe if we got rid of this part. Maybe we could like get that top of the B and go into the E like this. Would that work? Ooh, so I'm literally just using my go-to tools, which are the paintbrush tool, the pencil tool, and the rubber tool to get exactly what I want it to. That could work, and then I could get rid of that top. Okay, top of the E. Let's just add the stroke, and that goes nicely into that bottom part of the E, as if we've kind of made like a figure of 8, and that's reminds you of like a race course, if that makes sense. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now we want to get rid of a section of this E. How am I going to do this? Obviously, I need to like neaten it up, but just for this video, I feel like this could work. Okay, how long have we got left? Oh God, 1 minute 50. Okay, I quite like that, you know. Okay. Ooh, I feel like this E, it's just not working. Maybe it needs to come out. Yeah, that's better. Right, I'm gonna grab the smooth tool, and it's just gonna smooth my lines up as if I can draw a really perfect line, even though we definitely can't. Smooth tool is honestly my favorite tool. I literally use it every single freaking day. So good. Right, we need to make this look a little bit better. Maybe this needs to come up just a tad. Obviously this is really, really rough and we would spend a lot more time on this, but for the sake of this video, okay, I can see that working. I actually really like that, and the idea of like the figure of 8 and that infinity sign, and the 8 meaning like the race course of, I don't even know. But that works really, really nicely. I kind of like that idea more than this one. And when you zoom out, you can definitely see it more, and it's a lot more responsive. So I think, ooh, 37 seconds, 37 seconds. Right, I need to outline this. Object, path, outline, stroke, and then I'm literally gonna combine these together so then I can quickly neaten them up. We're gonna grab the handy smooth tool again, and I'm literally just, ooh, how long got left? 19 seconds. Smooth, 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 smooth. Smoothing it out. Okay, let's just go in here and smooth all these beautiful lines out. And this one is looking very messy. But you know what? I actually really like that. That looks so good. Okay, timer is up. We are stopping what we are doing. So we went through quite a lot of ideas, but the one that I like the most is the figure of 8, which acts as an infinity symbol. The idea works really well with the messaging for Uber. In their mission statement, they mention movement is what we power, and we reimagine the way the world moves for the better. So that movement of the figure of 8 and the 2 letters crossing fits perfectly. I am so hot and sweaty from that previous stage. Honestly, doing this is so much pressure, but the creativity flows, and I kind of just like designing to a limit. So we are on to the next stage now, which is designing the logo mark for the brand. And for this, we have 5 minutes. So let's press start and hit that record button. So I think I want to use the U as well as using the kind of connecting of the B and E. So I think I'm going to just start off with the U. So for a logo mark, you can use anything like a letter, you can use an icon, a symbol, a logo. Think Nike, Pepsi. These have a kind of symbol to represent the brand that you will know, and everyone worldwide knows that that relates to that brand. So they are recognizable because of that mark. So that's what we want to do for Uber, because they currently don't really have anything. So what I'm thinking, we could potentially add in that connection with a nice little loop. So I think if I grab let's go with the brush tool, and we'll just literally, I think that was too much. I got a bit ahead of myself and we went for too much of a swoosh. So let's increase the stroke, and we're just gonna I'll probably get the smooth tool so we can smooth it out and make it look like I know what I'm doing. So I think that might be too much of a swoosh. And does it still look like a U? I think it still looks like a U, so that is a good thing. I'm grabbing my smooth tool and we're just smoothing it out slightly. We could go, I need to get rid of that section of the U. Okay, that kind of works, but what I think it's not consistent with the rest of the part of the U because this section here is too rounded. So what I'm gonna do is Option, Path, Outline, Stroke. So we can now go in with the eraser tool and we can create that nice sharp point, but you'll notice on the rest of the U that we've got nice curves on the edges. So we wanna do exactly the same. So I'm grabbing the Direct Selection tool. We're just gonna drag these in slightly to make it look a lot more consistent, and it does. It looks really cool, but I think it kind of matches with this Uber logo that we did before, and that's not the one we're going for. So I need to go back to the drawing board. I think we'll still use the U, and potentially, let's see if we can incorporate some of this. Maybe if we incorporate, oh my God, zoomed out so much then. It's never done that before, how weird. Let's get rid of the E. And what I wanna do is get the pencil tool and we're just gonna add on, oh my God, my mouse, add on the remainder of this to make it a kind of full circle. So, oh my God, I feel like my hand's going so slow and I have no idea why. Come on, hand, work with me, do not work against me. We have no time. We have no time for this today. So we need to just make that a little thicker. Oh my God, 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 20. Okay, right, let's keep that just in case we want to use that in a minute. I think, okay, let's use this bottom bit. I don't know what, but I think I've just had a good idea. If we do it like that, and then what I was thinking was to get the rubber tool. I love this rubber tool, by the way. I'm holding Option and then I'm literally dragging the rubber. Could that potentially sit on there? It kind of looks like that is the head of a person and they're just like sitting in a chair in the taxi. I like that. That thought was good. Now, I think maybe if we do another one, if I have time, 1 minute 30, 1 minute 30, you've got this. You have got this. Okay, let's outline this and get it to, wait, let's make that smaller a sec. And we'll get these lines the same thickness. I'm just using my eye to make sure we get the kind of same thickness. Needs to go up just a tad. And we'll make that a bit smaller. That line there is a little too thin. So we'll do that, and then we will grab the smooth tool once again, my favorite tool. I think it's my favorite tool. Let me know what your favorite tool in Illustrator is, because I think mine's the smooth tool. My go-to tool when customizing typography. So I feel like that is just a little too thick. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Right, we've got this. We have so got this. Okay, so what am I thinking? What am I thinking? If we, I know, object path, offset path, and then we'll turn that to white, bring it to the front. Nope. Oh my God, it's connected. Thank you. Bring that to the front, and then I only want it for that top section to kind of, I don't know what I'm going for, but in my head it works. So we'll bring this to the front. Yes, and then if we, oh my God, time. Oh my God, I need to outline this. Object, path, outline stroke, and what am I doing? Oh, we're gonna get the, oh my God, shape builder tool, and I'm getting rid of the outer part because it just does not sit right. And now, oh my God, yes, that is it. That is freaking it. Yes, it is a mark, and okay, I think that's the one. Okay, right, let's stop this. So that second stage is complete now, and we actually have a logo mark. Well, we have 3, but I think we're gonna go for that one. And actually, if we go back and reference research from their previous logo mark, in 2016, this one was inspired by the bit and the atom, with both symbolizing building blocks of technology and the world. Even though this is a really cool idea and kind of like a strategy behind the logo mark, I think we've done really well in achieving like a more friendlier, softer vibe and building that connection, which is within the original logo type. So I really like that consistency between our logo mark and the original logo type. Thank God we are on to the final stage because I'm absolutely sweating. I need to go and have a shower after this. Stress levels are at an all-time high right now, but we're creating something that kind of is going well. So this stage is creating a color palette that is going to work with the logo suite that we have created. In all honesty, I actually really like the consistency of the original logo and how they use such a simplistic color palette of black and white. But we have obviously tweaked the logo suite. We've added some really nice movement in there and we've just shaken it up a little. So I feel like using black and white is just not going to cut it. So I think we're going to add an accent color of something and we're going to see what is going to work with our logos. So we have got 4 minutes remaining on the clock. We're going to press start, hit record, and let's get into it. So what I'm thinking is we're going to still use the black and white because I really like that, but we're going to add in an accent color of something that is warm and friendly and fits with that connection we were trying to achieve with the logo. So the obvious thing is yellow because it's warm, it's friendly, it's bright, it's bubbly, but every single taxi company is using that. So we don't want to do that because we want Uber to stand out. So what I'm thinking the next color would be some sort of blue or green. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to test out different shades of blue, different shades of green and see if it works. So I think we want to go more of like a turquoise potentially. I think that could, ooh, that's kind of nice, but I think it might be too vibrant. We still want to keep Uber nice and luxurious, nice and high end because the black and white makes it look really, really nice. So what I think I'm going to do now is what I normally do is get my artboards. We're going to see if a color palette works with the logo because that is such an important thing, that the color palette is consistent and it works with all of the colors within the color palette. So if we go white and black, let's go black. Black, this kind of needs to be, I think maybe a little lighter. Does that work? Maybe add in a little bit of green. Let's add in some, let's go down a little bit. Does that work? I think it's too, needs to go a bit brighter, That's kind of nice, you know. I like that. It's kind of like refreshing, but it still keeps it nice and luxurious. So I want to go white and we're just going to now check that all of the colors work really nicely together. So 2 minutes, we are off to a great start. So white and then we will add that there. I quite like that color, you know. It's friendly, it's refreshing, it's different to the taxi companies that you see. So we're going to go with it. I've decided that that is the color. So I think I'm going to grab the logo mark, but I need to just quickly get rid of that white because we did not have time in the previous stage. So I've used the the shape builder, and now we're going to use the pathfinder and we're just going to get rid of that intersection. We're now going to connect all of these and voila, we have a beautiful logo mark that I actually really like. Looking at it, it does remind me of like a fingerprint, and that works really nicely because a lot of people use the app. We're getting a lot of connection there. Oh, I love that black and that turquoise together. Oh, it looks so cool. Okay, right. Keep calm because we're not done. We've got a minute and that looks gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna center everything. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice because I'm talking so much. Stop talking. Okay, so So it is really important for any brand to have a consistent set of colors. So for Uber, they use black and white, and it is known that they use black and white. Lots of big brands will use specific color palettes, like Pepsi will use the red, the blue, and the white, and you will know that it is them because of those colors. And it creates such a unique and really good brand recognition for the brand when you use set colors. So if you're a brand or business watching now and you're kind of using different colors, make sure you stick to a certain set of colors on all of your marketing materials, because it will create such a huge brand recognition and people will start to recognize you because of those colors. 19 seconds, I think we are pretty much there. I actually really like the color palette that we've chosen. So Ooh, is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. I think we are there. So we actually have done such an incredible job. We've got the original Uber logo there. We just have a little kind of look between the two. We nailed it. And we'll stop the timer. I can't believe we created that. We've done such an amazing job. I mean, it is not perfect. I know this logo here needs to be neatened up and kind of going into the E, it just is a little bit messy. But I think we have done so well to be able to create the logo type. We've got a logo mark and we've created a unique color palette that I think works really, really nicely for Uber. I'm giving myself a little pat on the back because we have been able to transform Uber's logo into something that is still really nice and clean, but it has some personality while keeping a concise meaning to the brand. Now, just for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna spend the next few hours just neatening up and tidying up a few of the lines within the logo because they are not as neat as I wanted them to be. I'll also go ahead and create some beautiful mock-ups to show them in the best possible way so you can see exactly what the new Uber logo would look like on some beautiful mock-ups. So I'm gonna head to Envato Elements to source these mock-ups. If you wanna check them out, make sure you click the first link in my description and I will see you in the next few hours. Okay, we are back and I've tidied up a few bits and the logo is ready to be presented. Now, would it be an Connick video without a video presentation? I think not. So Uber, take a look at your new logo. So in this video, you saw me manipulate a font to get my desired look for the logo type. If you want to learn how to do the exact same thing, then it's crucial you check out this video right here that dives deep into typography customization. I'll see you at the next video.